at your party. I'm with the gang, and it's gonna be a robbery. So tuck your chain.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Rachel Kayleen with the Millennial Wave. This is episode 24, and today I have with me Austin Carrington Scott. He's an entrepreneur out here in Sacramento, realtor, and also a model and actor. So really excited to have him on the podcast. Of course, social media is the best way because that's how we met, Instagram, and just seeing his page, seeing what he was about. We both had like minds, so we just kind of knew I knew it was inevitable that you were going to be on the podcast, like period, point blank.
Oh yeah, I knew it right away.
Really?
Yeah, I seen your whole page. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna be on that one day.
Oh my God. Okay, well that day was soon. So anyway, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was a little mission to get you on here because last time you were out of town.
Yep, I just had a booking actually. That was my.
Oh, that was for acting or modeling?
It was acting. Yep.
Okay. Dang. Okay, so you had a booking, so you had to go to that and get that.
That was my first national commercial, so that was a big one.
Really? For what company?
Proactive.
No freaking way. So wait, did it already air?
Nope. Be on the lookout in July sometime. It's a back to school ad, so it'll be that
dope.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see the finished project of it.
I want to see it. Shoot, Proactive has been around forever. Like, I mean, I remember when it first came out, you know?
Like, I used to have Proactive back in the day.
Really? Me too. I think everyone had it, at least at one point.
It has to be. You have to have it at some point.
Yeah. So how was it? How was the commercial? Was it different because it was like your first national or international? National commercial. Like, were you like, oh my God, like this is crazy? Was it different? When
I first booked it, it didn't truly hit me until I was there.
Oh, really?
And I experienced it. But yeah, the experience was fun. I can't even. It's hard to even explain everything about it.
Do you know why you got booked? Like, did they tell you, like, we booked you because of this? What were they looking for?
One of the reasons was, I'm 22, but I look like I'm 16, 17. So I had that baby face.
So that's what they wanted?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. Dang, that's awesome, though. So you were in the international commercial. So how'd you get into modeling and acting? Like, when did you start doing that?
17 months, actually.
17 months old?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, I broke my first job.
Whose idea was that? Your mom?
My mom, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I did it when I was younger. Didn't really enjoy it fully when I was younger, but I did it until I was about 15. Once I had hit 15, I got that high school age, puberty starts kicking in.
Yeah.
So my face had a little bit of acne. I wasn't really had that full vibe anymore.
Yeah.
So I took some time off, and then 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm more confident. Let's get back into it.
Really?
Found a new agent. And since then, just been going with it.
You had an agent the whole time that you weren't doing it?
Nope. When I did stop is when I had officially retired. They call it whatever. But yeah, I had an agent off from when I was little until I stopped, and then.
How did you you just picked up an agent like that? You know how hard people work to just get agents, right?
When I hear stories, I hear it's hard, but it wasn't hard.
What
so I
agency?
Can't really.
Is it in the Bay?
I'm with in San Francisco. It's a Boom agency.
Oh, okay.
Models and Talents. Initially was with Marla Dale.
Okay.
But we just didn't connect again when I came back.
Have you heard of Cast Images?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I don't know too much about them, but I have heard the name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Is that controversial?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Everybody's all cool, different agencies. It's not like it's a war or anything,
Yeah, I feel like people, when you just made the decision to, go back into modeling and acting, I feel like people don't just go back into it. I feel like something must have, inspired you or, kind of struck you. Oh, I think I want to get back into it. Or were you just literally chilling, oh, I think I might do that. Okay.
It was more of a confidence booster because in the field, you really have to have confidence because you're going to hear a lot of no's.
Mm-hmm. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, okay, honestly, I signed back with my new agent entire first year. I'm going out for auditions and everything, not bookings, but castings. Entire first year, I didn't get one job.
No.
And then August of last year hit, almost a year. And since then, it's been pretty much monthly, if not sometimes double in a month. So it's just a snowball.
Do you do a lot of classes?
I did when I was younger.
Okay, but not anymore.
No.
You literally haven't taken a class.
No, I haven't taken one class since sometime in high school.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Did people always say, "Oh, you're a good actor," or "Oh, you're funny," or "Oh, you put on a good show"?
It's more they say it's almost like it's natural.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I heard this quote once. They're like, be so good that they think you're natural. Work so hard to get good that they think you're natural.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I mean, in anything, not just, acting or modeling. But that's the fact.
That's
when they say you're a natural, damn, you must have, because everyone's not, no one's just, good right away. They may be good, but you're not great right away. You have to like work for it.
And I can definitely say that for myself too, because growing up, I primarily only like the modeling side. I told my mom I don't like talking in front of cameras. I get really nervous.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened. It took time just for me to be comfortable speaking.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get me in front of a camera when I was little to try and talk about anything.
Oh my God, that's so crazy. I remember when I was a kid, I was just telling Jordan about this, literally, because we both went to the same studio, Studio 24, right? That's what it's called, Jordan? Okay, yeah. It's in Folsom. And I also worked with a casting director out here in Sacramento, Sally Forcier. She would be like the woman that I went to for like advice or whatever, because I used to like, I want to be an actress. Like that was like my thing, and it was because growing up I didn't really see any model of success. The only way that I thought I was going to be able to be rich and famous is to be an actress, you know, because I couldn't sing for shit. I literally told him, like, I recorded myself singing on my phone once, and when I heard it back, I said, oh my God, never let me get on this thing again. I was like so embarrassed, but I only heard it, so it's okay. Anyway, but I did acting, and I would like go to the jobs out in SF, like I would do the little shows or whatever, you know, like background work, whatever it may be. I did like one, like I told you, like Paula Patton's most recent movie.
Yeah, dope.
I know, it was cool, dude. I was like right next to Paula Patton. I was like, oh my God. But I don't know. I just realized, like, when I got introduced to the entrepreneurship world, I was like, damn, I didn't know that I could actually be famous and be rich, like depending on what you do, you know, how you get yourself out there. I know. I was like, I can't believe I could do it through entrepreneurship and not have to do acting, because it's one of those things, like you said, you just feel like you feel the pull, like to do something. And for acting, I loved the idea of it, but I didn't really feel the pull as much as I wanted to. I wanted to feel the pull so bad, but I didn't. So that was kind of my question for you too, though, because you say that right before we started the podcast, you would rather do modeling and acting than real estate. And you just said, you know, your own reasons. And I'm curious, with modeling and acting, do you feel the entrepreneurship muscle, like, when you're doing it, or do you feel it more so in real estate? Because when people think about, like, models and actors, they're not, like, they're not entrepreneurs. They're, like, they're doing a job, you know?
Yeah.
But what do you think? I'm curious, because you're really doing it.
I feel it more definitely on the real estate side, but I do feel it on the modeling and acting side, because it's hand in hand almost, because you're, at the end of the day, you're an independent contractor.
Yeah.
So you booking a job is like you closing a deal almost in the real estate side. They both have their perspective grinds to it, but real estate is definitely more of a intense mind grind in a way. But it's, at the end of the day, it's entrepreneurship in my eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope. That's crazy. Because at the same time, you have to be told no. You have to be consistent.
Exactly.
You have to be disciplined. You got to be willing. Like, you're basically competing with people.
And it comes down to money management too. Like any other entrepreneurship, you don't have that set pay schedule. You're gonna know when something's gonna hit.
Yeah.
So it all comes into the same ballpark, in my idea.
Yeah. And then how'd you get into real estate? Because real estate, obviously, you didn't do that at 17 months old. You know, like how did you start doing that?
Honestly, all throughout college and after high school, like I knew I'm not built for a 9-to-5. That's just not me. I want to be in control of my freedom, my time, and still have something I'm doing that's enjoyable. And I've always loved real estate. I'll be the kid watching HGTV with my grandma in the house.
Wow, that's insane.
So you're trying to figure out something that matches all the categories I want in a career, and still at the end of the day, I honestly have a lucrative in that field and reach the goals that I want in life. Yeah. But yeah, so real estate, I started doing more research into it and saw everything you need to do to get your license and what you need to do once you're in the field. I was like, oh, this is perfect. And once I actually got into it, I was like, wow. And it goes hand in hand for me. Like 1 month, I could be heavy on real estate. The next month, I'm modeling, acting. And with me, I need variety. I don't want to be doing the same thing every day. And
I agree.
It goes hand in hand.
And I was going to say that too, because real estate is so different than modeling and acting, like just the industries. And there's a lot of controversy with people saying, like, you can't do two things at once. Like, you need to focus on one thing for 10 years, that's it.
I can't listen to that.
Do you watch Valuetainment on YouTube? Like Patrick Bedavid?
No.
The guy, he owns PHP, his insurance agency. No? Okay.
I've never seen it, no.
It's okay. Anyway, it's like a really popular entrepreneurship channel, like one of the top. But you have to really like Patrick Bedavid's style. What he says is on point. but his style is like, here's 10 reasons, here's 3 reasons, here's the 7 steps, here, like, you know, and some people are just like, just tell me, fuck, like, I don't need to know, like, 7 steps, goddamn, you know, and he breaks it down, and then it's like, he's always saying, these are the 2 things you need to, you know, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, fuck, you know, and he's like so, military type, you know, but I still like it. Me personally, I don't mind. I like it. I'll listen to it. But anyway, he says, pick something, stick to it for 10 years, boom. I'm like, oh, heck no. That's like, tough. I need to do, like, I'm not saying I need to, like, there's a difference between jumping around from thing to thing because you can't stick with something, than actually, like, pursuing passions at the same time that may be the right fit for you. So how do you kind of, I don't want to say balance, but how do you manage one career and the other career at the same time? I'm getting better at that. Okay. Because sometimes it's unpredictable. So like I could book a decent booking, and then I could have a schedule set for my real estate that week that has to get moved to the next week, or I have to play around with it. But it's a good thing that almost everything that I do can be done from my phone or my laptop when it comes to communicating wise. But if I have to show some houses, that's why it's a good thing to have a good network. If I have to show houses but I'm out of town, I can hit up somebody that I have a close contact with that's a realtor, go show some houses for me. Cool. So it's still a learning experience for me because I've only been in the game for 1 year, but this 1 year has taught me a lot. Yeah. So why a realtor? Like I know there's a lot of people saying like invest, brokerage, like be a broker. Then there's real estate, and then there's flips, and then like why a realtor? Why? Well, in the long run, I definitely want to have a brokerage. I guess. So a realtor, you work for yourself in the day, but you have to hang your license with a broker. Okay. So every deal I get, the broker's gonna get a percentage. Yeah. Does the broker necessarily hold your hand or any of that? No. Yeah. But so I guess how did I fall into the realtor section? You just thought it was like a good starting point? It's a good starting point for me personally. Some people start with the investment side. Okay. But I didn't necessarily have the capital to begin with to start with the investment side, so yeah. Okay, gotcha. So then what do you like least about it? I'm just curious because me, like, I've heard a lot of people, because when I got started in entrepreneurship, like, there was so many different routes I could take, and one of the things that I told myself I never wanted to do was real estate. Like, really? Real shit. Like, why? Oh my God. Because it just seems like it's just not, it just doesn't call me, you know? The only thing that I actually, like, I was talking to some of my friends today, I was like, by the end of this year, I'm going to invest into a property. It's not going to be, it probably won't be a single family home. It'll either be a commercial unit, like somewhere where I can put a business, not mine, but someone else, you know? I know. Yeah. And then a fourplex or something. Like, hey, that's the best investment you can do. Yeah, and then house hack it. You know, I was going to, like, live in one of the units. But that's the only thing, because at the end of the day, like, I want to have the disposable income. You know, I want to have the residual income, because we're all, like, building our business. We can have businesses that make us tons of money, but if it doesn't run on autopilot, you know, we don't have the residual income, it's just not going to happen. And I know real estate is, like, one of those things. So I don't mind, like, investing, but regarding, like, selling it, I was just like, I don't know. It's just, you know, everyone has their thing, and that's the great thing about business, because you can choose whatever kind of business you want to go into. So that's why I was kind of curious, like, what you liked least about it. Did you answer that question? No, I didn't yet. Okay, my bad. Go ahead. What else? Probably the driving. Really? Yeah. You know, they have the new, like, you can go in and tour yourself. Yeah. I've been seeing those. I don't think any of my clients have been to a house that have had the auto tour, so I have seen it though. It has to be certain houses. You don't provide that, or no? Yeah. No, it's not the realtor that sets it up. It's the listing agent that will. That's their thing. If they do that, they can go that route. Interesting. That's pretty dope though, because I was thinking, like if you're out of town, if you're out of town, you could, like, boop. Oh yeah, that would be perfect. But yeah, I haven't encountered that house yet. That's crazy. Okay, so a little bit more about just, like, the entrepreneurship aspect, because you modeled and acted most of your life, and then you went into college, and then, you know, obviously this last year you started, or last couple of years you've been modeling and acting again. Yep. And then you went into the entrepreneurship route. What was kind of like culture shock for you? Was it different than what you were used to? Because I mean, you're still really young. I'm young. Our whole life we've been going to school. You know, we've been, like, being taught to, like, go to school, get a good job. Like you said, the 9 to 5 wasn't for you, but how was the entrepreneurship aspect? Because we all want to say, oh, a 9 to 5 isn't for me. I want freedom. I want to be able to do what I want, make my own schedule. But then when we actually, like, have to go in and get disciplined, It's a whole different game.
It's a whole
We'll
different
see who's
ballgame.
really about it. So, what was culture shock for you? What was kind of hard?
Honestly, it's funny. A 9 to 5 is more of a culture shock for me.
Really?
Yeah, because
that's a good answer. But
my grandparents, they owned a business, and then my mom, she also has her own business, and so I just always grown up around entrepreneurs and that mindset and everything. So coming to college, of course, it's always been a goal, but the structure of it isn't. It's not what I'm looking for.
No. So what's like your mom and your family is filled with entrepreneurs. What's one thing like your mom really instilled in you early on about entrepreneurship?
Accountability and follow up.
Follow up.
Follow-up's
Fortune is in the
huge.
follow up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
You always want to make sure if you say you're sticking to something, to stick to it, and if you can't fulfill that specific thing at that time, make sure you're gonna get it done at some point. Just don't put it off forever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's good. Your mom sounds smart.
Oh yeah, I love her.
Okay, awesome. So you're in school now, and if you know that school isn't for you, why haven't you dropped out? Are you still running track?
No.
No. Okay.
Honestly,
Why?
I'm using. I got.
You got a scholarship for track, right? Wait, so you have to pay now?
Mhm.
You have to pay?
I only ran track for a year out here.
Oh shoot!
And
You're
then
paying. So you decided.
My
like,
college
I'd rather-
journey has been interesting.
Your what?
My college journey.
Oh, tell me about it.
I came out here, ran track. First year, cool. Got you on that whole structure.
Yeah.
Once I stopped track, I didn't necessarily realize the impact it would have on me. Because I've been doing sports, any type of sports, since I was little until then. So it was almost like that's the identity I had.
Mm-hmm.
And taking that identity away, I was just lost. So wasn't really focused on school. Ended up getting kicked out of Sac State. Had to go the JC route for a couple of years.
Which JC?
I stayed out here.
Oh, okay.
I went to Sac City.
Oh, okay.
And then transferred back into Sac State, and now we're here. So, yeah, it's just been a journey trying to get back on track and focus. But I got so deep into college by the time I realized entrepreneurship is definitely going to be the route I'm going to go, and my goals are all aligned that way, that it's almost a backup plan in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if all those fails, I do have that college degree and move from there, but that's not, yeah.
That's funny. So you're not the type of guy that believes like eliminate, like burn all ships.
Oh
know?
no, I always
believe in,
I always
like,
say
other plans?
don't burn a bridge that doesn't need to be burned. And in a way, in a sense, college is that bridge I don't need to burn.
Yeah. So you're like, let me just finish.
Mhm.
You don't feel like it's a distraction?
Honestly, sometimes, yeah.
What's your major?
Communication.
Oh, really?
Minor in psychology.
Okay, got you. Interesting. So why'd you quit track then? If sports has been your whole identity and you loved it, right? You loved it.
See, that's what I was
Quote,
going.
unquote?
Exactly. That's
Okay.
what I was going through. It was almost like I thought I loved it until I really broke it down. That it was almost a great social aspect for me. And I didn't realize until I got to college, and it's a real business when it gets to college. I was still
Really? A lot of politics?
Oh yeah, a lot of
Oh,
politics.
shoot. That's
A lot of
crazy.
politics.
I heard that.
Like almost going into my sophomore year, we didn't even have like a full coaching staff, so it was just unorganized at the time, and I wasn't fully clicked in. I was like, it's just time for me personally to wrap it up. But at some point, I kind of did regret it, but then I'm at the point now like there's no regrets in life. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer of that. Just move forward.
Did you get criticized for quitting?
Oh yeah. Oh, my friends and family.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What
Definitely.
were your events? What'd you run?
Out here in college, I ran the 800, and that's also another reason I really didn't like it. But
I'm running so long. What is that? Wait, stop.
2 laps.
Come on.
Oh, you want to guess?
I'm sorry. I haven't ran track in a million years, but
Worst race ever.
really?
Oh my gosh.
It's not that bad.
It's bad.
At least you didn't do a mile. That's a half a mile, right?
Half
Yeah,
a mile,
half
but
a mile.
it's almost like a full sprint.
Oh, really?
They don't want
Well,
you.
yeah.
It's not chill. It's not a chill race.
No?
Mm-mm.
Why don't you just stick with like the 100, 200?
See, in my mind, I wanted to do that, but
Your
wow.
body didn't.
Mm-mm.
Wait, so that you just did the 800?
Yeah, my favorite
Okay.
race was the 400 though, but
Okay.
I had some hamstring problems my senior year in high school. First track meet, ooh, that was gonna be a good year. But I pulled my hamstring first track
Oh
meet.
man.
So my coach, just so nothing happened for me moving forward to like going to college,
Yeah.
he put me in the 800 for the rest of the year, and I just did the relays for the 400.
Oh, okay.
So I never really got to show my true potential in the 400 like I wanted. But
wow. So it's like one of those things where you said you almost regretted it, but now you realize that there's no regrets. But at the same time, it's like, how do you help someone?
Yep.
Like, if someone's listening to this, like, how do you help someone that is contemplating quitting something and they really aren't 100% sure? Like, when you quit going into your sophomore year, did you weren't modeling and acting again after that, were you?
Nope.
And you didn't even start real estate yet.
Nope.
So you literally were like, I'm quitting, but I don't know what I want to do.
So
how do you help someone do that? And how did you become unlost? Like, how did you make that decision? Like, that was all you?
No, it was some factors in it. I was kind of in the world. I was stuck because my mom has a business. Cool. But I was at the point where I'm going to just chill through college, and I know I'm going to have a job waiting for me when I get out. I got into that mindset, and that's a terrible mindset to have.
Yeah.
And it was also before me and my mom really started having, like, real conversations and discussing life and everything. So once me and her had some conversations, it really clicked in. Like, because we'd always had conversations, and she'd make it feel like my life was in shambles, and I'd be like, nah, I'm living.
She made you feel like your life was in shambles?
In my mind, but not really. Like, she was just letting me know, like, the real.
Yeah.
But I was taking it as, like, nah.
What was she saying?
Just, like, figure out a plan, pretty much. Like, know what you want. Try and find something you want to do, something that's going to be fulfilling. And I'm just, every day, I'm just chilling the whole day. So I feel like, in my eyes, I'm living life. I have no worries. I'll figure it out when the time comes.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. It was maybe like a month before I turned 21. Everything just happened at once, the click, and I've been grateful for it ever since. It's kind of crazy how it all happens.
So then, how'd you quit, though? Like,
Trick track?
Yeah. Like, when you quit, like, how did you, like, deal with that? Like, being, like, considered a quitter.
Yeah.
Like, did anyone say, like, why are you quitting? Like, why are you a quitter? Don't be a quitter.
I kind of just, I just wanted more time. Track took up so much time. It felt like you got 6:45 a.m. weights, then we got class, and then we got practice, and then after practice you got study hall. After study hall, go to sleep, but you still want to hang out, so you don't go to sleep. But that was my problem personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, okay. That's crazy. So, okay, so then once it finally kind of clicked for you, like you felt like you had clarity in what you wanted, like you're, okay, I'm going to go towards the real estate aspect, or I'm going to go and model and act. What was kind of like the battles for you? Because you're still in school. I mean, I feel like you probably put more time on your hands, right?
I did.
Yeah, so what's
But I
up with
had
that?
taken so much time off by then at that point.
Oh, really? You're like, I need to get back into it.
Because it's about to be my 6th year in college.
Your what?
My 6th year.
6th year?
Yes.
Really? You're only 22?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be a grade below.
Oh, okay.
But, well, shoot, at this point, I don't know. I might be behind even then. But besides from that, yeah, my bad.
Oh, no, it's okay. So when you were getting back into it, like, you just added more time onto your hands. So you took all that time off, right? And now you're back into it. You're doing whatever. How are you doing school and everything else? This is your last year, right?
Yep.
Last year. You're going into your last year. Okay. So how are you doing all that?
We come from poverty, man, we ain't have a thing. It's a lot of animosity, but they won't say my name.